Sacramento. Okay, do you have allergies? Because I know I do. So I'm so glad that you're here, Jonny, to kind of talk to us about foods that actually make your allergies worse and you have no idea that it's doing so, and then some other ways to actually alleviate some of those symptoms, right?
Well, the key word with allergies is inflammation.
Okay.
Inflammation is part of every allergic reaction you can think of. It's part of almost every disease we can think of. So the key thing is to reduce inflammation.
Okay.
And number one with a bullet for allergy foods, onions and apples. And the reason for that is they contain a fantastic compound called quercetin, which is both anti-inflammatory and anti-allergenic. So
now, does it depend on, do you have to have a certain kind of onion, or is it always red onion?
Any onions.
Really?
I like the red ones because they're just loaded with other nutrients as well, but any onion has quercetin, so do apples.
Okay, excellent.
The next thing you want to do for inflammation in general, for allergies specifically, for any kind of inflammation, is you want to eat more cold water fish. This is what I live on this stuff, and it's the most anti-inflammatory molecule in the world, omega-3s. And if you can't get it from fish, which many people can't, you want to get it as a supplement. This is one of the supplements I always recommend, and it's very important that you get the right kind.
Right.
It's just for an example, this one never smells rancid. You know how you get fish burp? That's because they're not purified. So you want to look for a brand like Ocean Blue, which has the right dosage, and you want to smell it, make sure it's not rancid. And by the way, you can now test your omega-3 levels in the blood with the omega-3 testing kit, and you can do that at home. Very, very important.
So if you're a vegetarian, can you do the algae?
You can do the algae if you're a vegetarian, but I don't really think it's quite as effective. But okay. All right. You want to use foods that have power ingredients. The mushrooms have vitamin D. This has vitamin C. You want to use spices like curcumin, which we were talking about off here. It's so anti-inflammatory.
Cool.
Right? Great for allergies. And then there's some natural products like Similicin makes all these wonderful over-the-counter things that have all natural ingredients. They're available at all the big stores, and they have no side effects. And I would go for that before I'd go for the over-the-counter stuff like Sudafed, which can make you drowsy and weird and all that stuff. So try the Similicin products. Here's two other things that I really like. Sambuca, which we know of as terrific for flus and colds, also is very anti-inflammatory. And a lot of times allergy is just the ability of the body to not handle inflammation. So I keep, this is an extract of the elderberries, which is very hard to find in the grocery store, but you can get this, and I use this as a regular basis. Most people use it cold and flu season. I'm a big believer in using this all year round. And finally, green tea has something wonderful in it called theanine, which lowers stress, and stress aggravates allergies. So what you really want to do is drink a lot of green tea, and also look for foods and drinks that have suntheanine as an ingredient, because suntheanine actually gives you calm, clear focus, lowers stress, and is wonderful for like reducing the stress component of allergies. And they're starting to put suntheanine in some of the energy drinks, lowering the caffeine and upping the suntheanine, so you get the calm, clear focus without getting all the jitters.
So quick question for you, with just a few seconds left. Are there any foods that cause more problems with
spicy foods can sometimes aggravate it. Sugar, and I know, and trans fats.
I'm avoiding the trans fats. But the sugar and the spicy, it's killing me.
Yeah, a little bit, but not for everybody. Sometimes capsaicin, which is in peppers, actually is good for inflammation.
Because I always think it's clearing up my sinuses.
Sometimes it does. You see, so it's a very individual kind of thing.
Good to know. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. Good to see you, Courtney.
All right, Ken, back over to you.
Hey, thank you so much.